Okay, let's hope this works. I'm having a few internet issues, but let's see how we go. So on the weekend, we're going to a friend's at a beach house, and it's a birthday. And I am going to make the no-bake mango cheesecake from the Thermomix Summer Magazine. And I'll show you a picture. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Really delicious. I've checked. The birthday girl loves mango. So this is what I'm doing. She and I, well, she's celiac. I eat gluten-free. So I am changing the base a little bit because it's digestive biscuits and I don't want to use those. So let us get going. So I'm going to be cooking manually, which just shows you that it's perfectly simple to cook manually in your Thermomix. All right. All right, I've got to find an MC though. Oh, there it is. Okay, I've got NIMS. Excellent. All right. So what it wants is 100 grams of unsalted butter. So I'm going to flick across here. If you haven't seen it, we've got a little icon for the spiralizer mode, which is awesome, but I'm going to click the scales. It's just thrown everything out of its place from where I'm used to be. The scales are usually there. Anyway, so I've got 100 grams of unsalted butter softened, which that's been sitting out for an hour or so. Okay. Then it says 140 grams of digestive biscuits broken into pieces, 40 grams of macadamias, and 20 of desiccated coconut. So I am going to up the coconut and the macadamias. So all together. So let's go. I'm going to go 30 grams of coconut. It's not desiccated, but I've looked at the recipe. It's going to be blitzed anyway. So here it is. I'm going to put 30 grams of this in. Okay. So I've got an extra 10 grams of the coconut. I'm going to do 60 of the macadamias. 60 of the macadamias. So that's actually, I'm going to do 70. If I've got 70, I'm going to do 70. I'll do. Oh, I've done 80. Got 80 in there. Yum. Can't resist a macadamia. So 80 and 30. So I've got an extra 40, an extra 50 grams. So that means I only need to make up 90 grams. I'm going to make that up with mixed nuts. Okay. Oops, that might have been a few more. Very quiet, got in there. Oh dear. It doesn't look like it. I think I might have. Anyway, let's see how we go with this. All right. And what I'm going to do, you could probably tell. You're probably looking at the screen. Maybe I didn't tear. Thought I had. I am then going to do 10 seconds speed 8. Okay, have a look at that. I have lined the sides and the base of a tin with baking paper. That looks, might need a few more nuts. It looks a little, you just get the texture of that. Just gonna taste it. Bit buttery. Bit more nuts in there. I should put more macadamias in. Good though. Right, mix these up quickly. Macadamias didn't make it down to the bottom for the blitzing. They got stuck on top. Another handful of these in. Oh, push those down as well. Because you want them down near the blades, not sitting on top of the rest of the mixture. And I only put it on speed 6 then. So sometimes you'll find that less is more. Like, yeah, you know, sometimes if it's speed 8 or 9, it can flick everything to the side and you don't get stuff mixed up and crushed up properly. All right, let's have a look. I think that's okay. There are a few chunky nuts in there, but I think that's actually all right. Good texture. So what I'm going to do now is put that into my prepared tin, which you still can't see because of all the preparation I've had to do to the tin. All right. Whilst that's, I'll finish that in just a sec because what I want to do is get the next thing going. And I need a clean bowl for that. So just grabbing my second bowl. Take out my MC. And the next thing I need to do is add 120 grams of water into the mixing bowl. Got my water here. So let's really watch the scales, Mandy. Close enough. And then gelatin, 20 grams of powdered gelatin. But you want to make sure that you sprinkle it around the blades, not onto the blades. All right, then that needs to sit for 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do is pull up the timer here. And I'm going to just pop 3 minutes on. So in that time, what I'm going to do is clean up a little bit, a bit more space. I'm going to finish off putting this base in here. Okay. Now I'm just going to use hands and push down. It's quite moist, so I might have underdone the nuts, but I think it'll be all right. It's only a thin base, so just wet my hands. Sometimes wetting your hands makes a difference. It's not quite as sticky then for you. Always love, you know, if you comment, I love it when people comment. Thank you on the videos. But please feel free, let me know. Are there things that you want to see me make? Are there desserts or things or whatever meals that you've made? I seem to put a lot of baking stuff up there, but it's yeah, anyway. But yeah, please, I'm always welcome to suggestions or anything like that, open to suggestions to say. So there we are, that's the base. I'm going to go and pop that in the fridge. Give my hands a rinse. Guess who's washed all the towels and hasn't put anything back in the kitchen? Anyway, that's okay. We've got a minute there. All right, so other cheesecakes, I don't very often make a raw cheesecake, but this looked too good to miss, so I'm going to do that. But other cheesecakes are the Basque cheesecake, the burnt Basque cheesecake. I did have a bit of a look online. There were a few other ones that were pretty good. So what I'm going to do in the background, because we're going to have to heat this gelatin shortly, is I'm going to pull up cookie dough and we will look at cheesecakes in a minute. Come on, cookie dough. There we go. All right. Okay, right. Come back to you. And we've got 22 seconds on this timer. And as soon as that's done, we're going to heat for 2 minutes, 100 degrees on speed 2 until it's dissolved. All right, so we've got to dissolve all the gelatin. We don't want lumpy, you know, yucky, chewy bits in there. All right, so there we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, time is up. Excellent. So I don't want that. So we're going to get out of there. We're going to get out of there, coming to the home screen, and we're doing 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 100 degrees, wasn't it? 100 degrees. Speed 2. Now, I'm not going to worry about the swimming basket for this. Okay, right. Now, I'm going to share my screen. And let's look at cheesecakes. 120 results. So I did look at this raspberry one too, because I'm rather partial to raspberries, but we had a whole lot of mango in the freezer, which I needed to use up. So seeing as the birthday girl likes mango, I'm going to make mango daiquiris on Saturday night, and we've got mango cheesecake. Raspberry cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake with marshmallow topping. That's probably a bit too rich for me. They're cute though, the mini cheesecakes. You know, if you know how many people they're going to be. Praline cheesecake. That looks good. I haven't seen that one before. That looks pretty amazing, doesn't it? So again, you can substitute with more nuts here if you want to. Make it gluten-free or use gluten-free. Oh, condensed milk, praline, I think. And let's have a look at calorific content of that. Oh, 468 calories a slice. I don't think I've got that on this one, which is probably a very good thing. But I do feel better because it's got fruit in it. You know, it makes you think like you're doing the right thing. That blueberry and mascarpone cheesecake looks awesome. Baked vanilla cheesecake. I'm going to find you the basket in a minute. Unbaked marbled peanut butter cheesecake, strawberry and amaretti, mango passion fruit, burnt bast cheesecake. This one would be my go-to, but it's a once-a-year one. It has 1 kilo of cream cheese in it and a whole heap of cream and everything in it, but it's stunning. Frozen mojito. I think I've seen someone's made that and said it was really good. Baked white chocolate caramel cheesecake. Now you're talking. Anyway, as you can see, there's a few repeats there. You can do individual ones, blueberry cheesecake ice cream. These are really cute. I almost made these the other day for the brunch meeting. White chocolate cheesecake stuffed strawberries. So you're literally going to take a bit of the middle of the strawberry out and pipe cheesecake into it. So there's a lot of different, ooh, they look good too. A lot of good things in there. All right, but as you've probably heard, we are back on. So I don't know if you can see. No, you probably can't see. I'm going to tip this all over. Let's see if I can get that down there. There we go. So the gelatine has melted. And then what we're going to do is make a bit of a mango puree thing. So then I'm adding mango. And it says 650 grams of mango. So it's very easy to do manually, but it's a lot easier to do it following off the screen. So I think I've got a little bit more than 650 here. Oh no, there we go. I must have eaten too much of it. All right, that'll do. And then lid's going on. And we are blending 10 seconds speed 8. So just touching the screen actually stops the noise. Ooh, yum. Look at that. Let me turn that down again. Wow, smells awesome. So it says to set aside about half a cup. So I'm just going to pour a little bit. That'll do. A little bit, tiny bit more. All right, setting that to side. And that's going to be part of the swirl on the top of the cheesecake. I'll show you the picture again at the end. All right. Add remaining ingredients to remaining mango puree in mixing bowl and blend. So I've got 100 grams of caster sugar, which I actually did have caster sugar. But if you don't have caster sugar, you would read your recipe. You would, if you have a second bowl, you pull that out and you make your own caster sugar, or you make it at the beginning and just put it aside. So, and I also always cut down the sugar. I'm going to do about 75 grams. Yeah. 75 grams of caster sugar, 500 grams of cream cheese. Now, please buy your cream cheese in the cardboard boxes, not the plastic tubs. More recycling available. Interesting. Am I done with this? Just checking how much. Yeah, 250. So I'm not quite sure why it's saying that. Maybe I didn't tear. Probably didn't tear. All right, I'll just scrape this off. Add that in. Shows you how important it is to tear, doesn't it? And I'm just going to scrape this one off. Get all that cream cheese in. All right, cream cheese is in. Lime. Got the zest of one lime. And its juice as well. A pinch of salt. And I've just got to grab some sour cream out of the fridge. Tear my scales back to 0. 300 grams of sour cream. Now this was frozen, so it looks a little bit curdled, but I'm sure it's fine. One of those things, got it to make something Christmas time and didn't use it. Okie doke. All right, so that's all the ingredients are in, and I am going to blend for 20 seconds on speed 8. So back to the home screen, hit my time button, 20 seconds or 22 on speed 8. All right, so we'll have a look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Watch me go. Difficult when you got high sides to a thing, but let me pour this in, you'll see it as I pour it in. Just awesome. Look at that. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. The taste. Divine. So definitely didn't need the extra sugar because mangoes are obviously quite sweet as well. All right, just using these spatulas are available in the mix shop too. I don't use mine a lot. I do use the Thermomix one, but it's dirty. So just have to leave a little bit in the bowl for me to lick out too because it's so good. All right, so we've got that. Oh my gosh, awesome. And now what I have to do, it's a bit hard to show you, I'll just lift this up. So there it is at the moment, okay? Now what I've got to do is, dot with spoonfuls of reserved mango puree using a skewer. So there's my mango puree here. I'm going to excuse the noise as well, because obviously seeing someone walk past. I'm just dotting on here. I'll show you what it looks like when I've done everything. Back in, that's the doggy door flap going in the background. Okay, probably kept a bit too much of this out. So I'll show you what that looks like now. And then all I'm going to do is get a skewer and just do some little patterns. I've probably got too much of the mango on the top. Oh, so beautiful though. It's amazing what you can do, isn't it? Just with a skewer. And well, you'll see in a minute. I think it looks pretty cool. Just mixing up the different colors. Wow. There we are. So obviously it's not going to be turned out until Saturday night for the birthday girl. But there it is, the no-bake mango cheesecake. Let's hope the base turns out all right. But I'm sure it'll be fine. But excited.